What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the AI Review. Today, we are going to be looking at some AI voiceover software called Murf AI. Now, if you've been around the AI space at all, you may have heard of this. It's really considered the number one AI voiceover software out there. But the reality is, and as we'll see in this video as we walk through it, I'm going to walk through what it looks like to create this content. This is a review and a tutorial. As we do this, you'll see it's really more than just voiceovers. You get full backtracks for audio and music. There's video content that's available on here. So really, you can use the software as an all-in-one to create actual videos, just full videos with all the content you need. And so we're going to walk through what that looks like. Now, before we get started, on this channel, we always, if something's not free, we look at pricing first. We don't like to bait and switch at the end. Nobody likes that. So we're going to go ahead and click here. I'm going to walk you through what the prices look like very quickly for Murf. Now, first thing you'll see here is you can go on a monthly or a yearly option. We're going to look at monthly right now. Yearly is going to save you a little bit, of course. But for the monthly price, you'll see you can start out. One of the great things with Murf, it's kind of like a lot of software. You can start out for free. And play around and see what the tools are like. And the free option allows you to use all the tools. The only difference is you don't get to download, right? That's it. So you don't get to download, so you can't actually use it, but you can actually use the videos you make or the audio you create, but you can play around with it, right? You can see what it actually looks like. And then from there, you do have these three different subscriptions. Main ones we'll be looking at, of course, are Basic and Pro. And these, you can see that the key differences in between these. You get unlimited downloads, but the Pro gives you more voiceovers, right? More voices for voiceovers. You get 60 Basic for under Basic, and for Pro, over 120. You get 10 languages, 20 languages, right? You can see the differences. The other big one, you get 2 hours of total voice generation per month. And with the Pro, you get 4 hours total per month. And with Pro, you get a couple other things. There's 2 hours of full transcription, right? That's another service they offer is transcription. An AI voice changer, which can play around with your own voice, which is kind of cool. But they both come, again, commercial usage rights, licensed soundtracks, all of that sort of thing. So really the key difference is the amount of total tools available, the voices available, and the amount of time, the amount of content, 2 hours versus 4 hours a month of total content. And you can see that's 29 and 39. If you go yearly, that lowers the amount you pay per month, but you'd pay annually for the full year up front. But it does decrease the price significantly. Enterprise, this is more, you have to have 5 users minimum. So you're paying $59 per month per user. That's for the yearly price. Actually, it's only yearly. So 59 per user. So that's a whole different ballpark. But Basic and Pro is what we'll be looking at. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into this content creation itself and what it actually looks like. So we're going to go here to Studio. And this is, what your basic interface looks like to start with. You can see you can create folders, put things in, create a project, right? You can have teammates or other people that have accounts on here that can work with you as well. Obviously, trash templates. There's lots of templates they have on here that you can work with, right? That are really helpful to get started with from the beginning. But we're just going to start here, and we're just going to create a project from scratch and see what this looks like, okay? And so you'll see here, project title, My Awesome Project. That's kind of their default, so we'll just keep it at that right now. And you've got some different themes you can work with here, and audio or video, right? And the reality is it doesn't matter which of these you pick. You can add in audio or video either way. So we'll just keep it on audio, and let's go e-learning, right? You can go with any of these. It just kind of helps set it up a little bit differently, and the immediate options it offers you cater more towards, e-learning versus podcast versus, whatever. But the reality is you still have all the options available to you. So we'll go ahead and we're going to create project. All right. So this is our base screen. So to get started, the first thing you're going to do is need a script, right? And you can see here, you can enter your script manually, or you can go down here to, oh, no, that's add media. You can go down here to import script, and you can just drag and drop to write a text or a Word document, and it pops it straight in for you. So we're going to, I just wrote something down earlier real quick, just, a few quick sentences here. And we're just going to copy and paste this in, okay? And we're going to add it. I just hit enter to add it. Hang on. Oh, it was fine where it was. You just have to type it in and you're good. That's a quote unquote block. Now you can add more blocks if you want. The only difference with blocks is it kind of allows you to kind of divide up your text. It makes it easier so when you add video content, you can add video content that switches block to block. So if you're going to want the video to change between certain sections of the text, it's helpful to have new blocks for each one. Also, if you want to use different voiceovers, you can do that. We don't really need that for our purposes here. We're just going to stick it in one block. Now, right off the bat, you can see it's auto-picked a voiceover. You've got so you've got your person. I'll say first. You can see all these different options. Okay. There's a lot going on here, right? You can filter it, male, female, all the different, languages and accents. So English with a U.S. or Canadian accent, English with a U.K., Australia, so forth, so on. You get down to Spanish, Brazil, so forth, so on, right? There's a ton of these on here. Now, again, you'll notice right off the bat, a lot of these are pro, and then a lot of them are not. So you'll see these ones that don't have the orange tab are the ones that are allowed. And you'll see a lot are pro, but there's a lot that aren't too, right? And you can listen to samples as you go through here. So, Nate, this is one that was auto-selected. If you click play.
Hi, I'm Nate. I'm one of the friendly and relatable American voices in Murf. I'm also quite versatile.
There you go. You can just listen to samples. Come down here, and it says these are just suggestions, but you can filter too. Here's, English accents. I don't know why. Maybe it's as an American, I like the English accents a little better. Maybe they sound more natural because I don't, I have an American accent. I don't know, but I like them better.
In this episode of Crafts for Kids, we'll teach you how to make slime at home.
And there you go, right? So that's pretty straightforward, and you can click up here if you want to apply it to the whole project. That means more than just the block that's selected, because right now we're just selected on this one block, right? But if you want to apply the whole project, you just click that. And you can have it hide pro voices too, if you want. And then, right, so age groups, you're looking for like kid ones as well, male, female, right? So pretty simple as it is. I'm actually, for our sake here, I'm going to select the English one because, like I said, I think they sound better. I don't know why, but I do. So with that said, then you can come through and you can see you can play with the pitch, make it higher or lower, the speed, which we'll probably play with a little bit. You can add pauses. One thing that's really neat about this is they offer a lot of intense customization tools. So if you wanted to, like I said, you can add a pause. It's really creative. How long? A weak pause, right? 250 milliseconds, a half a second, 3/4 of a second. Custom value, exactly how long you want it to pause. They also have options that are kind of cool. If you double click a word like this, then you can go to pronunciation. And this is fascinating. You can have it, pronounce individual words different ways, all these different options. You can preview them. It's pretty crazy how intense it gets. You can add different areas of emphasis, right? And you can preview it. And look, to each individual word, it's wild. It is wild. I'm going to cancel it for now. How specific and intense this can be. And so you can really get nitpicky with these voiceovers. And it's one of the things that if you're willing to put in the effort, you can really make it realistic. But let's go ahead and just listen to this really quick, the way it is in and of itself. So what you can do is you just go down here to play. And first it's going to build a preview, right? So it's going to load up based on your changes. And now we can play it.
Hey there, and welcome to the AI review. Murf sounds pretty good, huh? These really are some of the best AI voiceovers I have heard to date.
Okay, I'm going to pause it right there because I think it sounds really good, but to me, it sounds a little slow. That's one thing I've noticed. So guess what? I'm going to go up here to speed, and let's increase it to I don't know, 15, I don't know, let's go 17%. All right, now if I click play again, it's got to generate audio. Okay, and so basically it's building that preview again because I made a change. So now let's try out and see how it sounds.
Hey there, and welcome to the AI review. Murf sounds pretty good, huh? These really are some of the best AI voiceovers I have heard to date.
So that sounds pretty good. I might go a little bit faster, but you can see how that sounds a little bit better, right? But you see how easy it is to play with this stuff, and once you find a setting that works, you can apply it to everything. Okay, so that's the voiceover itself. It's super simple, but there's so many options. If you really want to get into it, make it sound super professional, and play around. And then, I mentioned earlier the voice changer. You have to, drop an audio file in there. So if you've done like your own recording or another voiceover that you want to change it, you can upload it into there. But let's play around with adding media. So let's add like some music. So you see stock music. There's the stock images. If you want images, there's the videos as well. So we're going to start with music. And let's put in, I don't know, like as I'm scrolling through here, it doesn't really matter. Let's just click one. All right, hang on. It's kind of loud. All right. You know what? Sounds great. Let's select music, and we'll go next. Okay. I'm going to shorten this a little bit. I don't remember how long the actual clip is that we have so far. It's like 20 seconds or something, right? Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much, so we'll just do this for now. And add the timeline. Okay, that was 18 seconds. That's fine. Not too worried about it. All right, so you see here at the bottom, right off the bat, see here is our audio listed. Down here, or our voiceover audio. Down here is going to be our music track. Okay, in the middle is going to be video, but let's go ahead and preview this one more time, okay? Because now that we've got the music in, let's go back.
So why
Oh,
don't
wait, hang on. I got to actually, I meant to change this real quick anyways. Let's go about 20%. Now let's give it a preview. We're going to generate audio. Build our preview again because we got this music in here. We made some changes. Okay, now let's try it.
Hey there, and welcome to the AI review. Murf sounds pretty good, huh? These really are some of the best AI voiceovers I have heard to date. So why don't you go ahead and click the link down in the description box and try it out for yourself.
All right. So sounds pretty good. Actually, still think it's a little slow for me, but overall, it sounds pretty good. I'm going to change that just a little bit. But you see with the music put in there, right? I just kind of picked it random, but it already sounds far more professional. So the last thing we want to do, so we've got our audio and our music. You see how quick that was? And actually, by the way, you can mix this manually here, right? So as far as like the volume levels, if you think the music or the audio's too loud or too quiet, but it pretty much does it automatically, so you really shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Lastly, we want to look at video. Okay, so they've got all this stock video in here that they can throw out, and as you'll see here too, they list orientation on the side, right? So portrait would be like if you're doing something like stories, YouTube shorts, something like that, right? That portrait style landscape or orientation. Landscape would be like full long form YouTube content, and square. I don't really know what you do square for, but it's for YouTube purposes. Was kind of what we're looking at. These are the main two you would look at: portrait, and landscape. So we're gonna start here, and you can just look through at these different clips, right? And kind of highlight them, see what's going on. And of course, you can search for certain types of content. And you can also see the length of it. You want to make sure it's long enough. And you can string clips together, obviously. That's normally what you would do. I'm probably just going to pick one for the sake of this video to kind of move things along. But normally, you would pick a couple. They say, it's like video psychology. You want those changes on screen regularly to keep people engaged. And you see, that's why a lot of these clips, some are longer, but you'll see 7 seconds, 10 seconds, right? Whatever it may be. But you can search whatever you want. So like, I just clicked tech right here. There's some different, you got people doing different things dealing in and around technology. So I know this doesn't really apply per se, but I'm just going to pick one. And we're going to make it in the ballpark of how long our audio is, something like that. All right. And we're going to add this clip to our timeline. So now the video is put in here. All right. And then a little bit, you'll see it will kind of display on the right. And so now that we've got our video included, we have audio, we have the voiceover, we have the background audio, and then now we have the video. So we'll try this one more time. We're generating audio, right? It's going through the same routine that it always does, building preview. And it'll take just a little bit longer now because we have the video included. Okay. And again, I just use one video. Normally you'd use a couple, and you can see the video shows up here on the right. One thing I wish they had on here, I wish you could like maximize the video so you could see a full preview, but it just shows it on the right. Some other software like Pictory, I have a full tutorial on using Pictory as well. Pictory is more video based, and so it allows you to see it a little more full screen, but this one displays the video on the right. So when I start playing,
Hey there, and welcome to the AI review.
you can see the video.
Murf sounds pretty good, huh?
So the easiest way for me, let me go back real quick. So as what I like to do, like I said, it's not the most convenient. I like to zoom in over here. So as I start playing, I'm going to zoom into it. So as you watch this video, like as you're paying attention to the video, know that's what the video is going to look and sound like. Okay, so hang on.
Hey there, and welcome to the AI review. Murf sounds pretty good, huh? These really are some of the best AI voiceovers I have heard to date. So why don't you go ahead and click the link down in the description box and try it out for
Okay.
yourself.
So what's really funny is I didn't look at this video ahead of time. I didn't realize that guy was making coffee. I was like, oh yeah, that's tech, right? Well, not so much. So obviously that video wouldn't go with this theme, but there's tons of video options on there, right? And what's neat is this software isn't about video generation, but they do offer this. I think it'd be really helpful. Actually, I would like to use this for shorts. I think would be really good. I think Pictory, I used Pictory before. It would probably be a little more my focus for the full length video. That's in that other. I can include a link to that down in the description box. I've got a link to Murf AI down in the description box where you can access this tool. I'll also include a link to that other video you can watch on Pictory. That's a full hour-and-a-half tutorial on creating a faceless YouTube channel if you want to check that out. But I would love to use this for like YouTube Shorts. I feel like it'd be really good. You could pump out a ton of YouTube Shorts pretty easily and make them look really good. And the fact that Pictory does not have video that is tailored towards the video options are not tailored really towards shorts. So it's not the portrait style content. This has it specifically for that. So I think it'd be really good. But that's it. Okay. I mean, that's everything. We've talked really quick here. And there's a lot of options. I know we've moved quickly, but that's really it, right? The voiceover options are so simple up here, and you can scroll through and you can test out all types, right? And again, if you want to move through, you can do a French accent. It's so funny, like an English French accent.
Salut, c'est Victor.
Oh, wait, no, that's actually French. Yeah, French, France. I was right before, or like an English Scottish accent. Say that. So there's one free one. Not all of them will have free, but.
Hi, I'm Nate.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's the English in U.S., Canada. Okay, so up here, you'll notice some of these that are a little more abnormal. They don't have quite as many, but.
Castles can be found everywhere in Scotland. However, a trip to the country won't be complete.
See, I don't know if it's just the American in me, but I think that sounds so cool. Like, I don't know. I would love to play with that kind of stuff. I don't know. But yeah, so that's, like I said, that is it. You look through your voiceovers, and again, there's lots of tools here where you can change the speed and pitch. And actually, so this voiceover does not have it, but some of the voiceovers that have a lot of different options. So let's go back to the original here. You'll notice there's a mood option, and you can change the way he sounds from general, newscast, make him angry, cheerful, sad. So a lot of them have this mood option as well, which is really, really neat. But yeah, that's it, man. You know what? You can play around with this tool. The cool thing is, like I said, there's the free option. Like I said, I'll have a link down in the description box where you can go straight here to Murf AI. That's an affiliate link for me. If you'd not appreciate that, if you want to check it out, if you'd follow that link. But at the very least, like I said, you can go in and check it out for free. And if it's something you want to play around with and use, roll with it. If not, no big deal. But I encourage you at least to just check it out yourself. I think that would definitely be worth it. And then when you're done, like I said, you'll go up here to export, and you can export video, voice only, voice and music, right? Whichever file type you need. And it's pretty cool. You can download the YouTube codes as well if you know kind of how some of that works with on YouTube's end. Make sure you have approval for some of the backtracking audio that you'll be using. So all that is included, right? And that's it. That is it. So again, you guys check it out, Murf AI. It's arguably, like I said, the most popular AI voiceover software out there right now. Like I said, check it out in the description box, and don't forget that that tutorial on Pictory, if kind of this faceless YouTube channel thing is what you're thinking about pursuing. I have a full online course there, an hour and a half, originally created to be a paid course, decided to just release it for free. So if you get a chance, go check that out too. I'd appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions about any of this, do not hesitate to leave me a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And so we will see you next time.